You ready?
I'm pretty ready.
You need a little time?
The good thing about there being snow on the table is that your water stays cold.
Chilled. It's nature's.
The bad news is, keeps your coffee cold too, and that shouldn't be. It should be hot.
We hang together. It's Rooftop ICKS.
Welcome to Rooftop ICKS. I'm Ben.
I'm Bryn. And today, we're going to be reviewing a band called 18 Plus. Trust.
The very mysterious and elusive 18 Plus.
Lots of mysterious stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is their first full-length record. Everything that I'm about to say
Yeah.
is hearsay, but they are a duo, ostensibly from Los Angeles or New York, presumably from America, but maybe from other places outside the country. They've been around for a while. They've released a few EPs, mixtapes, or whatever you want to call them. This is a man, ostensibly, named Bro. Or perhaps Justin. And this is perhaps
Sis.
It is Sis, but it is perhaps Sioma.
Right. I found this album not knowing anything of their folklore or anything of their mystery. This is just something I heard. Had checked it out and just sort of made a note of like, this is something I want to look at. And then I was at a photo shoot and just loaded up a Spotify playlist with a bunch of these albums that I wanted to check out.
Okay.
And it was just playing on shuffle. And so every time I wondered, who is this? And went and looked over at Spotify, it was this album.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess I'm gonna go buy this, because every time I go to see what is playing on Spotify, it's this album.
This record sounds like a mix between the XX and Hacks and Cloak. But then you've got what sounds like Nicki Minaj on a lot of ketamine, and then a white guy who sounds suspiciously like Mike G from Odd Future. Also sort of mumbling, rapping. I like your analysis of Nicki Minaj on ketamine. Yeah,
that is
it does sound like that.
A pretty good way to describe it.
They're anonymous, and they were talking about how being anonymous really helped them be comfortable talking so...
Interesting.
So graphically about fucking. Like about eroticism and sexuality, and I've never heard it be so blatant in this kind of music, or really any kind of music. I feel like saying things like I love his head, like, and then just a whole song about like getting your pussy eaten. It's so earnest too.
Right.
It's the same sort of swoony thing that the XX has, where it's like it's about sex, but it still sounds like love songs. And it wasn't until this song, Crow. I like that song because it has that crow sound doing this thing that a lot of contemporary hip-hop songs have. It's like haze, you know? Yeah. Hey.
But it's done so earnestly, it's not done for a joke.
Well, I couldn't really tell, and that song made me like stop what I was doing and pay attention to this song, and I was like, what is this? I mean, it's purposeful.
So if it had been another animal, it wouldn't have worked? Like,
I don't know if
you couldn't have a hip-hop song called The Cow and have a cow doing that all the way through.
I mean, if it was owl, it might have worked too.
Moo, 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 moo.
Except cows don't say moo. They go, arr.
Right.
Arr.
Dog wouldn't work.
No, then it'd just be Baja Man.
A cat wouldn't work. We could not have a dark hip-hop song with meow, 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 meow all the way through.
Sometimes the guy, Bro, I guess, lets loose just a little bit that he was raised on, like Screamo.
See, I saw more in his delivery, more of like Tricky, or the various styles of Massive Attack. But I'm gonna give it an 8.
I'm giving it a 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see what Lucas Jr. thinks of it.
Alright, Lucas, what do you think about...
Hold on! Do you hear that?
What? The music?
There is a crow around here sometimes.
Yeah, that's... Wait, what?
No, there's a crow up here sometimes, and I always try to get it.
On the roof?
Yes, on the roof.
So there's a crow, and you try and get
You
it.
hear it?
Yeah, I hear it. It's the music.
I hear it too.
It's the part of the song.
I'm gonna get it. Everyone be quiet.
Okay. What you're just dancing though.
Oh, I forgot. What happened?
So I'm confused.
There's that crow again.
When you get something, what exactly happens? You're a cat, so normally a cat would destroy the animal with its claws and then leave its organs at our doorstep.
Yeah.
However, I can't imagine you doing that. Have you
Oh,
ever...
well, I am ferocious. Don't let these sweet dance moves fool you.
Yeah?
I will annihilate that crow if it ever gets within striking distance. I'm gonna bite it. I'm gonna walk around with it in my mouth. I'm gonna growl at anybody that tries to take it out of my mouth.
You can growl?
Yes, I can growl.
Let me hear a growl.
Okay, hold on. Let me get into character.
Okay.
I'm going to imagine I got that crow. Wow! I got the crow in my mouth now.
Wow, that's pretty ferocious,
And I'm
actually.
walking around with the crow in my mouth. And act like you're trying to take the crow out of my mouth.
Alright, I'm taking this crow from you. Are you being a car?
I growl, but it is a manual shift, so it sounds a little different.
You have to shift your stick when you growl?
Yeah, you want to shift my stick for me? Is that what you're saying?
Lucas, you're starting to get weird. Give me that crow. Give it to me.
Meep meep.
I don't see why that happened.
Oh, yeah, Lucas. Anyway, you hardly ever talk about the music. That's really why you're here, is to help us review these albums.
Well, I think now he's sort of just here to dance.
Well, I tell you what, guys. I'm a little distracted right now because there's this crow up here. Well, seems to have left. All right, what do you guys want to talk about?
The music.
What music?
Never mind.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. It's been fun.
Where are you going? You don't go anywhere. I also don't believe you've ever been on this roof and saw a crow. That never happened.
So there's this crow. It taunts me. It comes around. Sometimes pigeons come up here, but I'm not really that interested in the pigeons.
Why?
I couldn't tell you, but that crow drives me crazy.
Can you talk to other animals?
You know, I don't know.
So you've never...
Do you think I could?
I mean, you can talk to humans, obviously.
Yeah.
So...
I bet I could talk to other dancing animals. So if you were to bring over, say, like a dancing crow, I'd be able to say, "Fuck you!"
Why?
And then I'd bite it! And then it would dance, "Nevermore, nevermore."
I see what's going on here. This is the stupidest retelling of The Raven I've ever heard.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
The Dancing Raven, that song that Edgar Allan Poe wrote about the Dancing Raven?
Yeah, it's called Nevermore.
It's called Nevermore, and it gets eaten by a cat that growls like a car.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, I think I pretty much told it how he wrote it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. You guys want to hear about other Edgar Allan Poe songs?
No.
Okay, he wrote this one song that's called the Blue Morgue.
No, he didn't.
The Rue Morgue.
The room
The
morgue?
red morgue?
I don't
What
know.
color was that morgue? Was it pink?
Hey, Lucas, what's a morgue?
Was it pink like my nose? Look at my nose.
What do you think a morgue is?
A mortgage? That's like when you pay off your house really slow. It's called a mortgage.
That's a mortgage. What do you think a morgue? What's the definition of the word morgue?
Oh, okay.
Red morgue.
Yeah.
Red morgue.
Yeah, like Morgue from Work, that show with Robin Williams. Did you know he died?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that.
That's sad. That's so sad.
It's not. Yeah.
Or do you think he? Well, you know, when you die on an orc, is it the same as here?
Orc?
Yeah, where he's from.
How do you know Mork and Mindy? First of all, we've already established you're a child.
What?
You're like,
how dare you?
You're like 3 years old.
No, I'm not.
How old are you?
No, I'm not.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
You're not 30.
Okay, I'm 29, but I'm gonna be 30.
You're not 29
I'm
either.
25 years old.
You're like 5 years old.
I'm not 5 years old. Stop making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you.
Stop it.
I'm just saying that you're too young to watch Mork and Mindy.
I want to know why you don't want to tell me what happens when you die on orc.
I don't know.
Why did you change the subject then when I brought it up? Very suspicious.
Very
suspicious.
I don't know if it's very suspicious.
What are you hiding about death on orc? I want to know.
I don't know.
I want to know.
I've seen like
and
one
I want a
episode
crow.
of that show.
I want to know and I want a crow. I want to know and I want a crow.
Okay, this is viewer email.
This first question is from Mikey D. I'm 18, and I feel like I just lost my favorite band to the masses. Like they used to be mine and just mine, and now they're not. They're everybody's, and I've lost them. Has this ever happened to you? Actually, this is gonna be a little embarrassing, but there is a band called Five Iron Frenzy, who are a Christian ska band that I used to really like.
Wow.
And they have a song on their second record called Handbook for the Sellout.
Okay.
And it's criticizing this sort of mentality, where it's like, why do you not want them to succeed? Like, why do you not want them to have...
That was always my view when I was younger.
Don't you want them to have popularity and for people to have people to talk about this band with, to you know, these are just people trying to make music. We're trying
like I never understood that mentality of like, once you know, if you get to know a band when they're small and they get bigger and bigger and bigger, how you hate them for being popular. I never really understood that.
No.
Like I was always excited when I liked a band and then they started
MTV.
getting bigger and you're like, oh my god, it's like your friends are becoming famous.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't know them in real life ever. It's just sort of like, oh wow, I'm so happy, I'm so proud of them. It's almost like, for me, I always felt like it validated my taste in a way of like, yeah, I like them. Yeah, everyone should like them, you know. So I never felt that way. I never felt like, oh, they've sold out or I've lost something. I think some people though like music as part of their identity. Like hanging your hat, like not sort of almost not having an identity and sort of hanging your hat on, I like this cool band that is underground or not so popular or indie. And now they've blown up and they're on MTV and they're playing stadiums or they're opening for Miley Cyrus or whatever it may be. And all of a sudden being like, now you're not allowed to like them because
that's not your
now
identity.
You've lumped yourself in with the masses and you were trying to set yourself apart by liking this cool band.
And so I guess our advice for Mikey is...
get your own identity.
Exactly.
So sorry Mikey, that's not happened to us.
Don't worry, you'll grow up. Listen to that shitty ska song and you'll really... It's in the doobly-doo. I'll link it. It's actually a really good song. I still like it.
What if that was the band Mikey D was pissed about?
They're not famous.
Oh, what if in his mind they are? Like they used to just play next door.
Yeah.
That Christian ska band. And now they sold out. How dare you use that as a reference? I hate you guys.
Alright, this one's from
Mikey D.
This one's from Hannah D. What's the first vinyl album you bought with your own cold hard cash?
Well, cold is the operative word right now, isn't it?
It's
cold out
fucking
here.
freezing.
It may have been Who's Afraid of the Art of Noise, which had that Moments in Love song,
Yep.
which was sampled in hip hop
Forever.
for a long time. So it was either that or Sgt. Pepper from the Beatles. First thing that comes to mind. Peter Gabriel So, it could have been that.
That's a good record. It's really good. I remember being, I think, 17, and I was at a record store, and I saw a used copy of Neutral Milk Hotels in the Airplane Over the Sea, which is a band I just started getting into.
Yeah.
And I remember buying it, putting it in my suitcase, going back to North Carolina, and not having a record player.
Oh.
It was the only record I had for about 3 months, and then buying a record player specifically to listen to that record on the vinyl.
Wow.
So, Neutral Milk Hotel.
All right.
This is from Molly D. Molly D's.
Yeah.
What's the best music to help you survive the cold?
Another good cold question.
Another good cold question. Recondite is my favorite winter music, which is an acid house record.
Yeah.
Which is very slow and cold and but close and warm. Geodic, which is the guy from Baths. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm drawn to sort of folky stuff, sometimes even like alt country, you know, like Wilco's a good winter band.
Sure, especially Yankee Hotel Foxtrot.
Bob Dylan's Bringing It All Back Home. That sort of like fits into that sort of folky, acoustic-y, intimate music.
Bright Eyes.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention that was one of the only bands I ever felt like a little bit of hatred for.
Oh, you felt possessive with that?
I felt a little bit of possessive over Bright Eyes because
What was the root of that?
there was a point where every time I went to the mall I would see like teenagers with, or like really young kids with like scene hair and like Bright Eyes shirts on, and I, you know,
and you were like, you don't get it.
Yeah.
You don't deserve this.
Yeah.
They're mine.
That was just this like little inkling, and I knew it was stupid, and I knew I felt bad about feeling it, but I was like, you just like him because he's cute. Like you just like him because he's hot, and he is, and he was. He was like kind of
ever feeling this way about anything.
I never said anything. I always just like kind of felt it inside.
You never said anything to the teenagers at the mall? Like,
no, I never.
Give me that shirt! You don't deserve it! You don't deserve it! Tell me why you like Bright Eyes. Because he's cute, right? Because he's cute? Because of you? Fuck you! I was there when he was ugly.
He wasn't.
And someday he's gonna be fat and old, and I'll still be there. Where will you be?
I'm actually not there now that he's fat and old.
What?
He sucks now.
Well, fuck you too! I don't even like Bright Eyes, but I'm gonna stand by that. I'm not gonna change my opinion just because he got fat and ugly. I don't care what teenager wants to fight me either about that.
You want to fight a teenager?
I don't want to fight a teenager. I said I don't care what teenagers want to fight me. I'll say no to them if they want to fight me. But I don't care that they want to fight me. Because I'm going to have this opinion no matter whether or not Bright Eyes is not so bright or not. Even when he has dull eyes, I still will not like that band.
But you don't...
I will stand by it.
Even when he plays shitty country music.
Oh, does he do that now?
Yeah, his like newer albums.
Oh, well, see, I probably like that.
No, you wouldn't like it.
I guess that concludes emails.
And the rest of the show, please feel free to write in, specifically on our Facebook, Twitter. We have an email, all the links in the doobly-doo.
Yeah.
Tell people about our show, link and like, subscribe, follow.
Share our show. Some of the sketches are on their own, so you can share those.
We are very funny.
Very funny, and you've shared us a lot already, and so keep it up.
Thanks so much.
And until next time, top of the world to you.